Hello guys, welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. Today I'm going to show you these 4-2-3-1 updated custom tactics and player instructions. So 4-2-3-1, you can see I've already got it set up on screen. It's quite a narrow formation, there's no left mids and right mids, no left wings, right wings. It's quite a narrow formation, but the two cams, as you can see up front, here and here, do drift out wide when attacking. So I'm going to show you the custom tactics first and then the player instructions. But before I start, I want to say if you're not already subscribed, please help me out by subscribing, it really means a lot and it really helps me out. So for the custom tactics first, I recommend using press after possession loss for your defensive style. The reason for this is because it's quite a deep formation, as you can see, because there's no wider players, so the CDMs are also quite deep. So press after possession losses gives you a higher chance of winning the ball back and less chance of being counter-attacked, obviously, because there's quite a lot of defenders anyway. I just stick on 4 or 5 width. Personally, 5 width is better, but some people, if you feel like there's a big gap between your two centre-backs, jump it to 4 width, but with the two CDMs, I do prefer 5 width. The depth, I just play on 6 personally, but if you're less comfortable defending, you can play on 5 or 4, or if you have slow centre-backs, maybe play on 4 or 5, but personally 4 to 6 is the best to go with. For the defensive style, I recommend to use balance. You never really want to mess around with that too much. The width I have on 6, just to push the two cams out a little bit wider, making it more aggressive when attacking. The players in box is on 5, and then the corners on 3, and free kicks on 2. Your striker wants to be on stay central. This is because he's a single striker, so balance width makes him a bit too wide. So single striker, he's staying in line with the goal, and you also use getting behind, so he's making forward runs through their defenders, and also stay forward, so he's staying at the top of the pitch, or he's going to be up there when you need him. For your central cam, you also want to stay forward, so he's helping out with the single strike on his own, and then get into the box for cross to make sort of runs into the box. To really help score goals. Left cam and right cam, these pretty much act as wingers in the game, but do have the same player instructions as a cam. So with these, I recommend to pretty much do the same with stay forward and then just leave balanced crossing runs though, as they are slightly wider and get into the box for cross, making them a bit too narrow. So I recommend using stay forward on these and then just leave the rest of that default. For your two CDMs, I recommend to use cover centre of both of them, so stay in the centre of the pitch. Also use cut passing lanes to stop the opposition making through balls through to their strikers. Also use stay while attacking, so staying back in the CDM role and not pushing up and getting in the way of the attackers. So that's for both of your CDMs. Two centre backs, leave those default. For your fullbacks, you stay while attacking. You already have wider players. You want to keep the defensive line nice and solid, so you don't want them pushing up. And then the rest default. And for your goalkeeper, use comes crosses and sweeper keeper. And that's all the custom tactics and play instructions. Pretty much with this formation, the defence here is obviously the defence. The two CDMs are part of the defence. And then the free cams and the striker are sort of a separate attack. So you have a sort of quite broken off attack and defence, which is why it's such a good formation. It's pretty much half and half. It is such a sort of balanced formation to play in game. I do recommend using it if you haven't already with these custom tactics. They do work very, very well. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll reply as quickly as possible. But that's everything for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.